There I was, standing in a room I had no business being in, my heart lurching in my chest as I realized I'd stumbled into the wrong wedding rehearsal. I blinked, trying to comprehend the scene unfolding before me, my partner, down on one knee, proposing to someone else, someone who wasn't me, and certainly wasn't the woman he had introduced to me as his cousin. My mind raced, frantically piecing together the lies and late nights I had brushed off as work obligations and family visits. The air was thick with the scent of betrayal, and as the gathered guests gasped in surprise, I felt like the walls were closing in. He looked up, his eyes meeting mine, wide with shock but devoid of the guilt I expected. We locked eyes for a moment that stretched into eternity, and I saw the flicker of recognition. There was no mistake, no misunderstanding, he knew exactly what he was doing. I felt the heat rising to my face, the humiliation of it all, realizing that I'd been the other woman, the unwitting participant in a tangled mess of deceit. As I turned to leave, I heard the whispers, the murmured apologies, and the awkward shuffle as the rehearsal came to an abrupt halt. My mind reeled with questions and accusations, but my throat was too tight to voice them. I stumbled out into the night, my heart pounding, my world shattered by the realization that I'd been living in a fantasy spun by his lies. Each memory replayed in my mind, now tainted with the knowledge of his betrayal, and I felt the sting of tears I refused to let fall. In the days that followed, I found myself grappling with the internal conflict of anger and heartbreak. The twist of the knife was that deep down, I understood why he did it, his fear of commitment, his inability to face his own truths, and his desperation to live up to an image he could never maintain. But understanding didn't dull the pain, nor did it make the decision to walk away any easier. As I packed up my life from the shared apartment, I knew that the hardest part wasn't leaving him, it was leaving behind the version of myself that believed in the lies.